Hey guys, and happy Homebrew Wednesday. How the hell are ya? I've been doing pretty good. The Black IPA was the last brew of the year. Some of the people know that I talk to on Facebook and other circles. We're leaving. We're going abroad for Christmas. Going to meet up with some family. Now, most of you know already if you watch my Homebrew Wednesday #1. I'm from Vermont in the northwest of the U.S. But I have relatives around that area who actually go to Florida for the winter. So I'm heading off to a little place called Panama City in Florida for Christmas. And then we're taking the kids to Orlando for the busiest time of the year at Disney. So we're going to be in Orlando from I think December 28th until after the New Year's. So yeah, we're heading to Florida for Christmas. But beyond that, I haven't been doing too much brewing lately because, you know, I had a guy here from Technician's Brewery and we did that Black IPA. I've got the Arrogant Bastard Ale clone. It's cold crashing right now, ready to go into a keg. And the Black IPA is, as soon as I keg the ABA clone, the Black IPA is going into the fridge for cold crashing. And so I should have that into the keg by the weekend. Yeah, so that's it. I'm just doing that. For this Homebrew Wednesday, pretty much what I want to share with you is bottling up the Westy 12 clone. So I had an opportunity last weekend to go ahead and do that. So that's using the corks and the cages. So let me go ahead and show you that, then we'll come back. Here you go. Okay, so the objective today is to fill up these bottles with my Westy 12 clone, or simply Bills and Quad. I'm going to be taking them off the bottle tree here, sticking them over here onto the brew table, but today it's actually my workbench, and just gonna be temporarily using some bottle caps to make sure that nothing gets in these guys after they've been sanitized. From there, I'll be coming over here. Here's the 6.5 gallons. You can see it's right up to the lip there. It was bottled on September 13th. So yeah, I'll get them in the bottles. I'm gonna fill up all the bottles so I know exactly the volume that I'm going to get. I'll put the caps on them so nothing gets in there. Then once I know the volumes, then I'll know I'll be using the right amount of yeast and the right amount of dextrose in order to bottle or condition these beers. Alright, so there we go. I got 29 of the 750 milliliters filled and one of the 330s. So almost hit my target of the 30 bottles I was expecting. Alright, so here I've got the yeast, got it all shaken up, and going to go ahead and use this syringe here to take in about 12 milliliters of yeast, as much as I can. It'll be right around probably 11, if we can see that. And then squirt that into each bottle and make sure I got enough room in there in order to put the corks and everything else in there. Let's get started. Alright, so there's something I'm thinking about when it comes to filling up these bottles. You can see, I don't know if you can see the line there, but they're filled to about here. And that's pretty significant. right, and they're filled to right about here, and that's pretty significant because 10 milliliters of the yeast starter will bring it up probably close to here near the top. I don't know if you can see that. And that would not give a lot of room for the cork to sit in. So there would be like, you know, probably 1/4 of an inch between the bottom of the cork and the liquid. And yeah, we want to maximize space, but I also think that head space is important as well. So what I'm going to end up doing is probably only put in half, so probably about 5 milliliters, and then put in the dextrose and then cork it. So I hope that that will be enough yeast in order to eat up the sugars that are in the solution and carbonate the beer. Yeah, let's put a lot into faith and hope it goes my way. So yeah, let's do it. Gonna give it a good shake, and take it open. Fill her up. Okay, it's about 11 in there. I'll start off with a bottle here. Put in just about 5. There we go. And that brought it up to about here. So I'm thinking that that's good. Now I've got some room for the dextrose. Of course, that'll absorb into the solution. And let's see here. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and try this with all 10. See how that looks. Alright, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay. So that brings it up to here. And I still got room for the cork to come in and fill it up. Let's go ahead and take the dextrose, put it in this one, and okay, so just after a little bit of trial, I can show you that that's just about 1 tablespoon full. It's more like pretty close to 3/4 full here. So I'm going to go ahead and use this as the measure, and then put that in here, and then put a cork in it. And in order to accomplish that, I'm going to go ahead and just use this little funnel. I think it's not touching, so it's all sanitized. And there it goes. Wow. I'm a little bit surprised because that did actually bring it up to here. So you can see that just a little bit. Wow, that's pretty close. That's really, really close. So this one is definitely an experiment, and I think I'll go with the 5 milliliters on the yeast, but I'll still be using about 3/4 of a tablespoon on each one of the 750 bottles. Next, I'm going to be using this type of corker here, and the reason why I'm going to be using this one is because it allows me to actually release the cork after it's halfway in. I'll put it in, and then I'll be able to, squeeze it, put it in halfway, and then release it and let go. Some of the other corkers, if you use them, it's got like a sort of a funnel where you squeezes the corks as it goes in, but then what do you do when you get to the point where you want to leave it off and put on a cage? Well, you have to try and pull it off, and what I've heard is that it's actually going to break a lot of the corks. So that's why I bought this type in order to use for caging. Alright, so the corks I'm going to be using are these corks right here. Pretty good size, and it allows me to squeeze them and get them into the bottle. You can see the holes on these are quite a bit of difference, but the corker allows me to squeeze these right up. Now, these have been soaking in sanitizer for a few minutes, and yeah, I'll go ahead and just leave them there. I'll put this guy in there. Just put the cork in, squeeze it really good, pretty tight. Now it's really, really small there. Go ahead and fit right in. So I'll put that over. I don't know how far I'm going to go down yet, but I'm just going to keep an eye on it underneath. I think I got to put some pressure on here to bring it down in. Alright, that's good. Oh, there's like very little gap there. There's barely a gap underneath the cork and the liquid. It's probably maybe 3/16. You know, it's like 3-4 millimeters. But at least the cage can go on it now, and we can start to tighten it up. Get one of these tools. I've never done this before. I've only tried it once, so I don't know how many turns it should be. Let's see, once, twice, 3 times, 4. That looks pretty good. Looks like it's held on all the sides. If I go 5, I think that's good. I got about 5 turns on it, and there it is. So that's the first one capped, and I'm going to go ahead and do the others. Alright, there it is, all cleaned up. So I've got 29 750 milliliter bottles, and I've got one of the 330s. So yeah, almost 6.5 gallons there. Just got to sit on it and wait 6 months. That'll be June, and then I'll be able to crack one open and give it a whirl. Till then, I've got the sample over here to try, and let me tell you, this is tasting fantastic. Now, I've had the Rochefort 10 and La Trappe Quad recently, and this one is tasting right up there. Just really enjoying it. All kinds of dark fruits in it. Alcohol is very low. See if I can get a better shot. There we go. Alcohol is very, very low. But just look at that color. It's very, very nice. Tasting very nice. So the hardest part begins now. Just waiting and hoping that everything carbs up okay. So that's it. It's very much an experimental for me. I've never done the injecting yeast starter yeast into bottles, and I did that pretty much because it's been cold crashing or lagering for the better half of 3.5 months. So all of the yeast had dropped out, and most of it anyway. So I wanted to inject some in there. They could go ahead and carbonate the beer with the dextrose that I put in. So hopefully that works out. But it's going to have at least 6 months to go ahead and do that before I crack open the first one, and then I'll go ahead and let them just sort of sit and hopefully enjoy them next Christmas. So yeah, we'll come back to that in another year, and I'll show you what they're like. Maybe I'll give you the 6-month preview if that's anything of significance. We'll see. So in terms of the SJPorr challenge, I'm about halfway through rating all of the beers. We all get to rate 12 beers for the finals. I'm about on, I just did a beer review tonight for my 6th beer, and I've got 6 left to do. So I've got the New Zealand beers and the Canadian beers left to do. So really looking forward to that. It seems like not everybody's putting out their videos yet. I think we're all sort of just waiting until the winners announced. I guess those will come out after everybody's done reviewing all of the beers and after all of the voting has closed. So I look forward to sharing all of those videos. I've got the ones that I've done so far uploaded to YouTube. Just haven't published them out yet. And just waiting for everybody else, really. So that's it. It's been, so far it's been a fantastic experience. Everybody beers that I've rated so far have been top notch, really fantastic beers. I just hope that they like mine too, because theirs have just been flawless. So far they've all been flawless. So yeah, cheers to everybody who's participating. Cheers to all the finalists. Wish you the best of luck. Really, really wish you the best of luck. So that's it. What else can I say? It's been a fantastic experience, and something I'll never forget. As far as what I've got going on in the pipeline, like I said, the Black IPA was the last one I'm going to brew this year. So that's it for me. I might do up a mead if I get a chance. It's going to be a simple one. But really that's about it. So you probably won't hear from me until the after the new year. So I hope you guys are having a hell of a week. Have a better weekend. And have a great end of year celebration with your family. Be safe. Be kind. Be good. Cheers.